Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. This is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Gemini, June 2023. So although the moon is currently in the sign of Gemini, you don't need to have Gemini anywhere in your chart for this reading to apply to you. This reading is for all astrological signs collectively. Also, the energy captured at this new moon may be relevant now or anytime in the future, whenever it resonates. Okay, so before I jump into how to manifest with the moon, I'm going to just speak for a second about what I was receiving in the downloads before this reading. Basically, what I was getting was the sun. So we have the solstice coming up here soon. And the solstice is a change in the solar cycle. It's coming up, I believe, on June 21st. So we're just a few days away at this point when I'm recording this reading. With the new moon in Gemini, Gemini is about communication. It's an air sign, so we're talking about communication over airwaves, internet, news traveling fast, okay, could even be gossip, basically any type of communication, okay? And so what I'm seeing here with the new moon in Gemini is that people are going to be communicating, expressing themselves, opening up about things. And so combined with this summer solstice energy, it feels to me as if this communication is going to revolve around some kind of enlightenment, exposure, truths, things that may have been hidden or in the darkness now coming to light. Okay, so we could be having people tell some truths or come out of the closet in whatever various way, okay? People could be, living more in their own authenticity and bringing things to light so that other people see who they are or see some kind of truth that they've been holding on to. So with the summer solstice, this is actually the longest day of the year. So when we talk about the symbology of the sun and having the longest daylight, we're talking about the biggest possible exposure, like that is possible on Earth. So I definitely feel like in this Gemini season, this new moon in Gemini season, there's going to be some kind of major exposure. Something is coming to light and it's going to be seen by everyone. Okay, so that's what I got in the downloads. And so if you've been here before, go ahead and find your timestamp and you can skip ahead. But if you're new to my channel, a big reason why I offer lunar cycle readings is because I know how much it personally benefits me, and I love sharing that with you. Staying in touch with the lunar cycles is a natural way to reconnect with yourself, with your spirit, and to whatever you wish to manifest or release in your life. I personally connect deeply with the cycles of Mother Earth, the sun, and the moon, but the moon phases in particular offer us a way to observe our life more closely and ground our manifestations practically and rhythmically. Many pre-Christian cultures operated by the moon cycles because of its tangibility to indicate the passing of time and to track which moon came with which seasonal change. And because of the moon's orbit and proximity to Earth, the waxing and the waning phases of the new and full moons, they offer us a sense of perceivable time from which to observe our lives more closely, in roughly 2-week increments, as opposed to the sun, which offers us a broader view, allowing us to see the big picture of our lives by observing 6 months at a time with the spring and autumn equinoxes, also with the solstices, okay? And also the big picture having to do with the full revolution, our annual cycles. Okay, so with the moon phases, we can actually break up our plans and goals into small, doable, foreseeable chunks of time and be more attuned to the seasons as well as our own natural cycles and rhythms. The energy of the new and full moons is strongest up to 3 days before and after each event, so there's roughly a week to connect. It may also be enlightening to monitor your manifestations using 6-month chunks of time, and you can do this by noting the sign that a new moon is in, and then seeing what has come to fruition 6 months later by the full moon in that same sign. So right now we're at the new moon in Gemini, and in 6 months there will be a full moon in Gemini. And so you can see what manifestations have come to life for you based on what you may be jotting down at this new moon. So when working with the lunar cycles, know that the energies of the new and full moons, as well as the waxing and waning phases, can be harnessed toward your goals and intentions. At the new moon, which is where we're at now at the time of this reading, we recognize the beginning of a lunar cycle. So this is a powerful time to set new intentions. And you can write, speak, or visualize your intentions, use them in ritual or spell work, or set them in any number of ways that feels meaningful to you. I do feel, though, that the most effective moon ritual is simply one that's done from your heart and done so regularly. So like at every new moon or every full moon or both. Rhythm is energy, and keeping a regular ritual strengthens and maintains this energy flow toward your intentions. Also, always remember that thoughts and words are spells, whether you're fully conscious of them or not. Energy sent out is energy returned, so be sure what you're putting out into the universe is energetically what you'd like to receive back. If you'd like to continue following the lunar cycles, please join me here every new and full moons for a collective energy check. You can also view my playlist of lunar cycle readings whenever you wish, as they are all timeless. So, what do we have to look forward to for this new moon in Gemini? What energy is it bringing to the collective? That is the reading for today. Up next is the Meditative Shuffle and then the reading to follow. You can watch them both or navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello everyone, welcome to this reading for the new moon in Gemini, June 2023. This is a timeless reading. Thank you all so much for joining me. Okay, collective. I'm just seeing all kinds of awesomeness in this reading, okay? Well, let's start here with the Harvest card. The Harvest, we're talking about your manifestations coming in, your plans, your goals, coming into physical reality. And this is also clarified by the Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, as well as the Nine of Pentacles over here. So, we could have looked at them in numerical order, but what this is telling me here is that with the Nine of Pentacles energy, it's really emphasizing separately that this is really about you being self-made. Okay, your financial independence, your pre-Empress energy, okay? And actually, on the back of the deck, we do have the Empress, okay? So this is your energy. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is showing that you have co-created all of your blessings. Okay, the harvest, we look at that as the end of a season. And it's really the closing out of a cycle, because all the seeds we planted and everything we've grown is now ready to be harvested, stored, or consumed. And with the number 43 here, breaking down to a 7, we can look at this as not only physical harvest, but also spiritual harvest. We also have this resistance card here with the number 25 breaking down to a 7, as well as the 7 of Pentacles. So we have 3 sevens here. 777 is also associated with the jackpot. Okay, so yay for your jackpot. And that's, I feel, clarified here by the 10 of Pentacles. But as I was saying, with the harvest card representing the end of a cycle, we also have on the back of the deck the World card. This World card in the Angel Tarot. So it says, Fountain of Wisdom gives success in all ventures. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm seeing here on the table, is your success in all of your ventures. Everything that you've worked hard for and manifested. Okay, let's see here. So I wanted to draw attention to this card. This is the Sun. And if you didn't catch my pre-read, the download that I got was about the Sun, and this being about several things having to do with self-expression, communication, coming out in some way, in whatever form or fashion that you feel you're going to be revealing yourself as. Also other ideas of the Sun having to do with, shining light on things hidden or things in the darkness, or specifically there being a massive exposure here because we are approaching the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. It is the day we have the most sunlight ever on Earth. So I feel like the Sun coinciding with the harvest, and if we can apply the harvest to ourselves, we need the Sun for our own personal growth, right? If we don't shine a light on our own darkness, then we don't have growth. So the Sun is really important symbolically. People might not like looking inward, but that's how we grow and that's how we evolve. And I do see you, collective, as doing just that. This card is so beautiful. I love this card. It says, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And with the Empress energy, with your Nine of Pentacles, Magician energy, this is also giving me, High Priestess energy. Basically, I really feel with the Harvest card and all this manifestation that you are doing, and the self-love and the Empress, like you are literally making your life a moving prayer. You are leaving the past in the past. You're moving beyond things that no longer serve you. You are creating your own gravity in your own life. You are showing yourself love in all areas of your life. And that is apparent here also with the Nourishment card. This card really hones in on that harvest for me, all this abundance. Okay, also a number 7. So 7 is really significant. We've got 4 sevens here on the table. Also with that Cosmic Heart card, that devotion, that potency, right? We need potency. When we talk about creating something here in physical reality, when we talk about creation, we need both male and female. We need the potency in order for creation to come to life. And so really I feel that your masculine and feminine energy is quite balanced here. This card here, Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So I feel like this reading is definitely for my starseeds, light workers, high vibrational peeps, okay? Because With the Magician in this card, this is really like etheric type of energy. You know, you may find yourself floaty sometimes, like literally feeling like you're floating, or feeling like you're like in this world but not of it. That's the best way I can describe it. And needing to actually focus to bring yourself back down to ground so that you can work on your physical manifestations, your day-to-day life even. And with this Gemini energy that we're experiencing, some of you may be Geminis, but if you're not, we're in this Gemini season, this air season, where it's very likely that you could be experiencing just being in your head, or being in your thoughts, or even just being in your imagination, which is a big part of manifestation, being able to imagine or visualize or feel what it is that you want to bring in for yourself. Let's see here. So in this process of grounding that high vibrational energy, that etheric energy, it really does take some alchemy in order to exist in this physical plane, to stay grounded. And so the Temperance card is coming to mind. That's really what the Temperance card is all about, having 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water, which is representative of emotions, which is that etheric energy. And that in itself requires self-mastery, because you need to know when it is you are in this etheric state and needing to come down to ground so that you can work on your physical matters, work on the physical life aspects. So it's this idea of balancing spirituality with practicality, with that Moonology card is coming to mind. But because we have the Harvest card and the Ten of Pentacles, that's telling me that you have been successful at doing this. And it's telling me here with the Nothing Will Come of the Situation and this Resistance card that you've actually approached the difficulties in your life with self-mastery, because otherwise we wouldn't have had the Harvest card. We wouldn't have 9 of Pentacles here, or the 10 of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is about celebration. You know, if you didn't have something to celebrate, we wouldn't have a celebration. Okay, and the Sun card is all about positive outcomes. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if you had any doubt in yourself, you know, the cards are showing here that you are doing the work. Okay, you are grounding that light, and you are staying balanced, and you are knowing when to be in one realm and the other. Okay. And if you did have any doubts here, luck is on your side with the new moon in Sagittarius. I do feel like you know exactly where you're going, where you're headed here with the arrow. And with this card here, it says here, you are very close to achieving your goal. And I feel like all of these trees here are like different arrows pointing at your goal. And so for some of you, you could have some crops, you know, ready for harvest, and other ones in the hopper, so to speak. It's not just one arrow, okay? You've got several things happening, and it could have to do with anything. It could have to do with home life or family life, with your career or with your self-love journey, okay? Or your spirituality, and where you are in your cycle of life. You know, with this World card that I showed earlier and the Harvest card, you are closing out a cycle. So this would be a great time to look at all the things around you. Literally, like look around you and look at what is in your life. And know that what is in your life currently is all there due to past manifestation. And so we have so much to be grateful for. And it's this gratitude that we want to move into the next phase. But this gratitude is also part of closing this cycle out. Because for some of you, it might be easy to be like, oh, woohoo, I got my things. I'm off to the next thing, right? That might be how, let's say, a younger energy might go about things. But with your evolution and with your wisdom of this entire cycle, Another number 7. Holy cow. Wow. There's 5 sevens in this reading. Okay. Massive spiritual influence in this reading. Okay. So anything I'm saying here can apply spiritually, not just in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm as well. You bringing in everything physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You are creating worlds. Wow. Yeah, okay. So with the Four of Wands energy, this is about celebration or having to do with a happy home life, deep spiritual connection with another person, okay? Sometimes the Four of Wands represents the 1111 card or the twin flame card, okay? So for some of you, you may have manifested your twin flame. With the Sun card here, it says, the vivifying God, restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. So, yeah, so the Sun is source energy. And I feel like besides whatever protection you may have put up for yourself, like the universe has your back, okay? You are divinely protected here with the Sun card and with your cosmic ancestors. Like all around and with all the sevens, this is such a spiritual reading, I can't even. I've been talking a lot about physical manifestation, but the sevens, there's just no other way of describing this, okay? You are coming into your harvest in the physical and non-physical realms. You are coming into your Empress energy in the physical realm, your goddess energy in the non-physical. Like, this is huge. And lastly, what I'm seeing here is a whole bunch of light like pouring down upon you. This isn't just about divine protection. This is about you being in complete flow and alignment with God, the Creator, Spirit, the universe. We have this Star Keeper energy. It's just flowing down around you, okay? With this card here, the light is flowing all around you. More light flowing down all around you like a waterfall. Okay, and with the Magician energy, working with the light. And finishing off here with the Sun energy. I mean, that's the brightest light in our solar system. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is just a crazy reading. Yeah, so I definitely feel like this new moon in Gemini, this new cycle for you, and leading into the summer solstice, like this is just going to be really, really powerful for you. I feel like whatever is coming to light or whatever you are expressing or whatever becomes exposed having to do with this longest day of the year, you know, this Sun, God, Source, Creator, Spirit energy has been co-creating with you this whole entire time in the physical and non-physical. And now is the time to celebrate, to show gratitude for what you have, where you've been, before you are propelled into the next phase. All right, collective, continue making your life a moving prayer. And that is your reading for the new moon in Gemini. Okay, collective, if this reading resonated and you're comfortable sharing, I'd love your confirmations. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I used in this reading. May the power of this new moon bring about all that is in your heart, and may you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.